understand that. Well, okay. Okay, this is good. This is going quite well. I'm feeling quite optimistic about this. This is a... I'm not sure how I feel about this setup. I don't like that my couch is brown and that you can see that my couch is brown. That doesn't fit with my aesthetic at all, says the girl in the brown shirt. I made it worse. Shit. Okay. Shh. Don't swear. I have no idea if anybody's going to show up for this because this is... I think it's unheard of for me to do a stream. Are my teeth yellow? Do you guys think my teeth are yellow? Hi, VGC. Hi, the VGC. Do you guys think my teeth... Do you, singular viewer, do you think my teeth are yellow? I guess they're not too bad. Yay, High Octane Junkie, how are you? So, it just now occurred to me that I completely forgot to announce that I was going to do this in my Discord. So, I am sorry about that. Yeah, here I am. I obviously decided kind of spontaneously to do this. Okay, they're not yellow, thanks, I appreciate that. I've always been very self-conscious about that. Yeah, I got my hair done yesterday, and I usually have her go a little shorter than I actually like my hair to be. That way, it's not like at the beginning of the... Let's say I go in every 10 weeks, because it's kind of been changing lately. If I were to go in every 10 weeks, if I have my hair the exact, like, style that I like it in, if I have my hair the exact way that I think of my hairstyle, then it's like that for a week and a half, and then it proceeds to, for the next 8.5 to 9 weeks, get longer and longer and longer, and less like the actual way that I feel, that I think of my hair looking, you know, that I want my hair to look. So, I had her go a little shorter. Sorry if I keep fiddling with it. I had her go... I like to have her go shorter than I actually like my hairstyle. So that more toward the middle of the cycle between hairstyles, it will be the length that I like. Yes. Thanks, Joey Jojo. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've had it short for a long time now, but yeah, it's pretty conspicuous because she just... Nice wig, though. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. She just colored it, so it's pretty light. I'm gonna try really hard not to knock my phone over because the tripod is not cooperating with me. Neither the tripod nor the laws of physics have been cooperating with me today, so I'm just doing everything I can here to get by. Yeah, I am very sad and alone. Excuse me. Oh, that was a very quiet burp. I wanted to do at least one stream last weekend, and then last weekend ended up being completely insane and not how I anticipated it being at all, so I didn't get to. So I wanted to say hi now. And I thought I might be able to stream last night, and then I didn't have time then either. So, the joys of life not complying whatsoever with your hopes and dreams. You know, that's just kind of how it goes, I suppose. So, how is everybody? How are you guys doing? Is everyone well? Yeah, he'll be home later. He's at a course thing he has to take for work. They all have to take it, and it's annoying, but it's better for him to do it than for him to not do it, of course, so I just have to occupy myself for a little bit. And, yeah. I have 2 things to do to occupy the time. They are somewhat conflicting things. So, I'm obsessed with making little origami stars, and I have glow-in-the-dark paper that you use to make said origami stars. But I also... a bunch of my nails broke and are short, so I was thinking about sticking on, like, fake, like, hoochie, tacky $10 Drug Mart nails. But I'm afraid to do that because I've been, like, obsessively making the little origami stars lately, and I know I'm not going to be able to do that with, like, the big tacky nails on, so maybe we'll make some stars, and then depending on how I feel, I might stick the fake nails on and see if they'll stay on a week before they start flying off everywhere. When's the wedding, though? I don't know yet. That's a little ways off. which is good because I don't like making plans and I don't like socialization. So even though it's a great reason to have to socialize, you still have to socialize. And it's a lot of money, so I do not know yet. But I suppose you'll be able to see it when I'm not just wearing my, I told you guys what this was last time. Ring check. These are from Zales. They were on clearance. I showed you guys these. They're really cool. They came as a set. They're like stackable little diamond rings. My Homestuck ring and my great great aunt by marriage's engagement ring. That's what this is. Indeed. So when there's more engagement rings on me, you'll know. According to my physical for work, I need to lose weight and lower my blood pressure a little. That sucks. I hope that goes well. I'm pretty good. I'm going to start making my little stars here. I can't stop making these. I make them constantly. You can order the paper to make these on Amazon. And there's like piles of them everywhere. There are piles of these all over my house because like they're so enjoyable to make. I understand why ladies do stuff like knitting. I understand why women pick up hobbies where your hands are busy and you're doing something kind of like mindless and also creative because it's a lot of fun. So I'm pretty good. I've been really tired lately, and I don't know why. Oh my gosh, Niska, I've been thinking about you lately. How are you? How have you been? I'm sorry. I'm really bad. Like I'll think about somebody and I'll miss them. And then instead of messaging them, I just don't message them and say hi. So I apologize, but I missed you. I think my sleepiness, we'll see how many of these we can make here. This will be fun. I think my sleepiness might have to do with my seasonal allergies kicking in again because they've been pretty bad so far this year. But I've been having some actual like sleep attacks, you might call them, or narcoleptic narcoleptic episodes. So I don't know if that has to do with the allergies. It might, because my allergies tend to cause me a lot of fatigue and brain fog and stuff like that to begin with. So that's been irritating, but not the end of the world. And what else has been going on? I'm not sure. We've been fishing a lot lately, which is fun. I never thought I would be the kind of person to go fishing. There we go. 1 star done. They're so cute. They're so cute and little. I'm in Roxy's room now, which is the computer room where I used to like do side quest. My computer is not set up right now, but this is the finished room where all of Roxy's stuff is. This is her like little apartment. And hi. She's gonna try to knock the phone over, I fear. We'll see what happens. She really likes whatever the thing is that I'm like praying she won't decide to do, she tends to do. So we'll see what happens. Spooky, hi, welcome. I'm making stars. I'm making little paper stars. I love that TikTok you sent me about the girl who made like buckets of paper stars when she was in the psych ward. It is so funny. Oh my God, you just took a weed gummy. Oh, Godspeed. I hope you have a wonderful experience here. What was I saying? Oh, so with Roxy, I've left little paper stars in the room with her before, like a little pile of them. Because my other cats will just bat them around. But with her, I like forgot that I made some and left them in here. And then I came back and there were these little like spitty blobs on the floor. It was because she carries them around and like chews on them, so they don't survive if I leave them in here, so I'll have to remember to take them out with me. Let's see, I missed something. Just a lot of work. Aw, you and Luna are doing good. Okay, Niska, I'm really glad. Hi, fuzzy girl. Yeah, when that happens, you take naps and take vitamin C, and that usually helps. That's not a bad idea at all. Miss, what are you doing? Roxy does not understand streaming etiquette at all, so this will be a disaster. And she took the star. She knocked the singular star that's finished on the carpet, and it's going to be gone. Just don't, like, eat it and choke on it. I read recently how to do the cat Heimlich, but I don't want to see if I can remember. She doesn't care. Okay, that's fine. Hello, dinosaur with 42 heads. Welcome. Welcome to the thingy. Welcome to the place. Being on call sucks. That sounds good. Rum and orange juice. I don't think I've ever had that. So, how else have I been? Pretty good. Little dehydrated. I've been really doing everything within my power to combat that. Please don't. Okay, hello. This is gonna be so bad. Little Fluffo. Little Fluffo, hello. She's sniffing the phone. That's okay. That's fine. She jumped on me earlier. She likes to get on my back and then like rub on my hair, which is not great when this is a brand new, really expensive hoodie that you can really see the cat hair on that I don't want clawed up. So took a little while to negotiate her getting the heck off of it, but it finally worked. Oh, this one might not work so well. We'll see. Also, I've been having, this is just annoying miscellaneous information, but I think it's my modafinil. It gives me hand tremors. A bunch of people now know a bunch of trivia about modafinil, I guess. And it does give me hand tremors, and sometimes it makes my hands like lock up, like my tendons. It's like my tendons are like locking up or cramping up or something. So like lately about half of my stars I've had to throw away, which is incredibly upsetting when you do like little detailed things all the time, like drawing and writing and little crafts. It's really aggravating for, well, like this to happen. It's almost, it's beautiful just like it is. Its flaws make it unique. So, okay, I did my best. Please don't knock anything down, Roxy. She's actively finding things to knock down. Star 2, not good. Didn't come out so great. So we'll just move on to 3 there. Rum, orange juice, pineapple juice, cream, and sprinkle of nutmeg. Ooh, that's what a painkiller is? Oh my gosh, that sounds really good. Oh, you got to move your stuff out for some new carpet. That is exhausting. I have not had to do that in a long time, thank God, but it is exhausting. I'm sorry if you hear Roxy honking and doing whatever else she's going to do. Mischief is her prime directive all the time. All right, and there she knocked the second star on the floor and she's taking it. She put it in my slipper. Okay, that's good. This is great. This is going quite well. That's fine. I have, oh, that tastes so bad after toothpaste. Don't look at my paper like that. You're scaring me. Okay. I have cucumber lime Gatorade in my cup. Can they hear you honking, do you think? Hey. I'll hold her up here so you can see her in a minute. She's so pretty. Little baby. I have never streamed in Roxy's room like with Roxy, have I? I need to get this like set up here better. Let her eat the paper. Well, let's see what happens. Baby girl. Hello. You want to come look at this? Well, come see. Ow. Oh, claws. Claws in my knee. Claws in my knee. All right, that didn't work. We'll see. She's busy being sassy right now. She deserves it. Hello, Gulf City, Peterbilt, Confederacy 3. How are you? Venus, I concur wholeheartedly. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, it's, have you ever just eaten cucumber after you brush your teeth? Because it makes the cucumber taste like soap. And it's interesting, but it's more upsetting than it is interesting in my opinion. So, wouldn't recommend. I've done it, and I can safely say that I would not, in fact, recommend it. Little girl. Here. Let me sit normal. I've got my, knees bent up here. Here, she's going to freak out. She hates when I pick her up. Look, pretty girl. Look. Look. Look, baby girl. Okay. What's up, honey? She's beating me. You okay? Hey, do you want to? Okay, you can hang out up here. Actually, this will be good for views. All right. Well, this is now the situation. Good girl. You okay? My fluffle. Are you okay, little fluffle? You okay, little fluffle? Well, my neck hurts. And that's all right. Yeah, she likes it up here a lot. I brought this blanket down. It's usually on the back of the couch in the living room. So I brought it down here just as like a backdrop for the couch, and she was like hissing. And I totally forgot the other cats sleep on this blanket, so she's like terrified. I was so inconsiderate of me. Hello, Uncle Jeezy. You already brushed your hair. How many more things do you have to brush? That's fair. That's completely fair. My head kind of hurts. What the heck? Is that the one that followed you home? This is the one who, yeah, I was posting about on Twitter. I didn't think she was going to make it. I thought she was too starved. I thought you was going to die. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Okay. I don't think she remembers that. They don't remember that well, thank goodness. But yeah, she showed up on September 20. No, she showed up at 2:30 a.m. on September 11th. On my list of my top 10 least favorite things is when a cat looks at something and they are convinced something's there, and it could be a giant spider, it could be a demon, but whatever it is, you're like afraid to look and they just keep staring at it. I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, she's the one who showed up at 2:30 a.m. on September 11th of 22. And I thought she was going to die. She was so emaciated and sickly and sluggish from how sick she was, and her poor belly was hideously distended. And I was praying it was worms and not kittens because I didn't know what the hell to do. Because I don't know how to feel about like spay aborts. I'm just not sure. That was annoying for her. Normally her furniture doesn't talk, you know. Normally it's a little less irritating. Sorry, miss. I apologize. Also, Spooky, do you remember I got this when I was visiting you? I found it today in my jewelry box and put it on. Yeah, people don't choose the cats. The cat choose the peoples. True, true. But I was like praying that her tummy was just like huge from worms, because I was like, what? What am I gonna do? What if she has like 4 kittens and then I have to find 5 cats' homes instead of just one, you know? And then I ended up keeping her. So yeah, it was just worms, thank God. And they said that because of course they needed a stool sample. When I gave her the dewormer, oh, she was so sick, the poor thing. She was absolutely miserable. I had to give her a bath, probably her first and last bath ever. She did not enjoy that. They said that she had parasites that you could only get from eating like frogs and snails. So that's how hungry she was. She was desperate enough to eat frogs and snails. And that's really sad. And she was also covered. I'm sorry for talking about this when you're like kind of high, Spooky, you're getting there. I apologize. She was covered in lice. It was I've never seen anything like it. It was absolutely disgusting. Now, feline lice, canine lice, and human lice are all different, and they will not go on any species other than the one that they like are a parasite of. All right, Star 3 came out worse than Star 2. That's all right. We're gonna keep going. I like this nail is really short, but I bent it from like trying to poke in the sides of the stars, so it might be time for a break. It might be time to stick my let's do that. Let's transition to that. We'll do an origami star making stream later. I'm going to take off my nail polish so the nails will stick better. Yeah, it was, I'd never seen anything like it. You're going to hear her playing this whole time. It was horrific. Yeah, it took a lot of treatments to get all of the stuff off of her. And it was like there was flea dirt on her, but there wasn't like a single flea on her because there was literally no room on her skin or her fur for fleas. The lice were just like coating her. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. I would just brush and brush and brush and brush her with a flea comb. And she'd fall asleep on my lap, and I would just be up till like 2 in the morning brushing them out of her fur. And now she's like perfect. She's so healthy. Um, I spend an arm and a leg every year on what is it? It's not Frontline. There's something else that's because what happened? Frontline was like or Frontline Plus was the like top of the line flea tick heartworm prevention for dogs and cats. And then idiots, let their patent expire accidentally. So a bunch of other companies came out with the exact same formula as Frontline, and one of them is way cheaper. And that's the one that I now get from my vet. Anyway, it's still expensive to put that on all my cats, but given that one of them is indoor outdoor, you just kind of have to. But it's worth it. She is just the most hilariously, ridiculously, deliciously fluffy animal I've ever seen. So cute. That's just failure on their management. I know, it's one of those things that like it's just astonishing that they could let that happen. So dumb. So yeah, there's some company that sells the exact same formula way cheaper now, and I'm sure it was Frontline. I'm sure it was. I worked at the pet store back when that happened. So, are you a fan of grilled zucchini? I would kill a man with my bare hands for some grilled zucchini. Spooky, yes. These things are so stupid. They're hilarious. I feel like a toddler with a sippy cup. It's giant. They're owned by someone else who just wasn't paying attention. That's distinctly possible, yeah. Back in the day, actually wanted to make a video. What is this? Literally no one cares. I'm using the Onyx Professional Lavender Salon Strength enriched with vitamin E and grapeseed oil. Whatever, nail polish remover. I don't know. You know how like back in the day, whatever the hell that means, people would make videos talking about like their horror stories working. I just saw that banner come up from Discord. Thanks, Perlman, for pimping my stream. Is that what they call purple drank? Yes, you smell like a Walmart bathroom. That is not fair. I literally showered like 2 hours ago, so that is also not true. Thank you. Also, yeah, welcome, Cannibalistic Wizard. Nice to see you. No. You know, back in the day, people would make videos talking about their horror stories working at just horrific retail and food service jobs. I could have made one of those that would have gotten like millions of views on the pet store I worked at. It was my first job ever. I actually had my first job fairly late. It was when I was that right? Yeah, it was around the time when I started college. Okay. All right. It's good to see you too, Octane Junkie. I hope if you're bored later, you can chill and watch this for some entertainment. I hope you're well, and yeah, I'll catch up with you soon. But yeah, that's right, because I did that, and then I did like a tutoring thing. But anyway, the first job I ever had was this job at a pet store, and as most of you probably know, if you like animals, the last place you should work is a pet store because it is soul-crushing. I don't know. Yeah, we should talk smack. Okay, I mean, shh, I didn't say that. What? What are you eating? She's licking the coffee table. That's fine, I guess. I think the lice ate her brain a little bit, but what's left is very endearing, so, you know, we just make do. Isn't that right, Roxy? She's licking the coffee table. She's not listening. Yeah, I don't know how vets do it either, because when I was little, I would watch that emergency. He smells like a Menards. Wow, rude. I don't know. Well, yeah, when I was little, I'm getting better at remembering the sentence I just stopped saying, actually, bizarrely. Uh, I used to watch Emergency Vets on Animal Planet where they would do the emergency surgeries and stuff. And then I got older and I was like, actually, that's really depressing having to have your, poking around in an animal's guts trying to get out some uh foreign object that is lodged in their intestines or whatever. That's actually like really like soul crushing. I was like 11 and I was like, you know what? Maybe, yeah, actually, I don't want to do that. It would be like enjoying watching cops because it's insane and wanting to be a cop because you like the absolutely insane, stressful, life threatening situations they're in on cops. You like watching them with a beer after work. It's not, things that are the best entertainment are not, and star number 3 is on the floor. Okay. Thank you, Roxy. It's not necessarily a sustainable thing to do for a living. Uh, Maybe somewhat psychologically taxing. Oh no, she took a cotton ball. All right, you can. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you here. You can have a cotton ball, or nope, you can have a star, but you can't have a cotton ball. You can't eat that, bro. Sorry. But oh, the pet store was a crazy experience. I actually talked about it before, not like publicly, but I've talked about it to a couple internet friends online, and their response was just utter horror and disbelief at the stuff that happened there. And it's funny, I genuinely at the time thought that the stuff that happened at that store, and I'm not talking like animal abuse or anything, it was mostly just awful, awful, trashy people. Excuse me. Uh, because everybody talks about how working in retail and food service is so awful, and because most people's like entry level first job is just awful, I thought that the stuff that I saw there was normal. And when I revisited it recently to tell people about it, they were like, "Dear God, Michelle, that's not normal. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard." So, yeah, after I left, corporate started looking into them. There was a lawsuit against somebody who worked there. The ethics board started trying to reach out to everybody who had quit like a couple months after I like filed a report and quit. It was crazy. But then I was like, what could the company sue me if I talked about it? Like I wouldn't say the company name, but back then I was really scared to do it. And I also just didn't want to come off as like the trashy entitled like spoiled child who wants a cushy like 9 to 5 with full health benefits and a great retirement where you get to sit in a cubicle all day, uh like filing your nails and just moving papers around. I didn't want to come off as like one of those kids who expects to be treated like royalty at my first job and just is entitled and lazy. um that was another reason why I didn't. And it just seems trashy. It would have seemed trashy to have made a video like that, I think, as a younger person. I just, it could have come off in a very off-putting way, complaining and all. Hi, baby girl. Hi, sweet baby. Let me see. I missed a couple things. The most efficient way to quench your thirst is to put a pinch of salt in your water or use electrolytes. That's why I have Gatorade. Because I'm so dehydrated right now. Those Stanley cups are hilarious because I guess white women forget to drink water if it's not in a cute cup. Yeah, apparently it's funny. Um, when I was younger, says Cannibalistic Wizard, I wanted to be a cop/game warden. That's cool. A trucker. That's cool. A hitman. That's cool. Those are all very like robust dude jobs, I think, conventionally. Yeah, I've been in a Menards and a Home Depot, actually. Cubicles suck. Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody's dream job is different, but ideally you have a balance of not being pushed to total exhaustion, but also being a little bit mentally stimulated, you know? And I don't know. I would like to know what everybody's dream job is. They poll little kids about that. Everybody wants to be a veterinarian or a firefighter or something, or like an astronaut. But I'd like to know what adults of different age brackets think would be the ideal job. My bangs are not this short, actually. They just are like standing up because I blow dried them and didn't straighten them. But I needed her to do them shorter so they wouldn't get too... They were long. I couldn't see. My dream job was a pilot. That's cool. Hi, Ryan Lynn. Oh, don't worry about it. I just kind of popped in unexpectedly, so no worries at all. You didn't miss much. I have just been talking about miscellaneous things, nonsense, nothing of a whole lot of consequence. So don't worry about it. When you were little, you wanted to be an artist, says Niska. Oh, well, there's other. I know everybody has said this to you for like decades now, but like, there's other things you can do. You don't just have to draw. You can do painting and sculpting and graphic design. There are a lot of different things that take advantage of being artistic, but I know what you mean. It's like sometimes there's something that you would love to do, and if you just don't have a knack for it, it would be a challenge for sure to get good enough at it to make a career out of it. And then there are things where it's like if you're good at something, like you wouldn't want to make a career out of it, because some people are able to take something that they're incredibly talented at and make a career out of it and find it rewarding. But I know for me, if one of my favorite hobbies, if I turned one of my absolute favorite hobbies into a career, I would grow to hate it. Just my anxiety, and I feel like a resentment would almost build toward having to do that thing, being forced to do that thing. I think it would ruin whatever that hobby was for me. And I think that's probably a fairly commonplace phenomenon, you know? I love this. This is absolutely worth the amount of money it cost for the bit. That tastes so bad. That still tastes awful after brushing my teeth. The cucumber lime. I do like the cucumber lime Gatorade, though. You can paint decently. That's cool. I did not come out as a fan of the live action version of Death Note. I forgot that came out for quite a while, actually. How do you say your name? I don't know how to say your name. What is your... Sorry. Gross, gigantic, poor jump scare. Hasa... This is a good stream, isn't it? No, I'm not. No phone. No, not trying to report it. Calm down. Tell me how to pronounce your name. I want to develop video games and practice a bunch of different things like music, art, and especially programming. Yeah, I would love to see the differences in people's dream jobs as they get older. You wouldn't have the patience to put up with people's... Yeah, I completely understand that too, Niska. I've done commissions for people, but I didn't enjoy it. I didn't have a lot of fun doing it. I had so much anxiety around like screwing it up that I didn't enjoy it, and I didn't do my absolute best at any of my commissions. I don't feel... Ow. That's my knee. She's awful. She's very violent. She does not understand. Haha, Samian. Haha, Samian. Haha, Samian? Is that the correct emphasis on the right syllables? I think you could do something cool with comedy, Spooky. I do. Ooh, Ryan Lynn says, I blame Star Trek for wanting to be scientists. That's really cool. Where are my gnomes, Morty? Perfect example of somebody requesting me to do something artistic for them, and it never happens. You could see me as a professional. Call you Sam. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I apologize. I will. I'll just call you Sam. A professional cosplayer. That's really cool. Thank you. I cosplayed a tiny bit for a couple anime conventions recently. I like that. I like that you like hearing the various pronunciations people come up with. I've cosplayed a little bit, and I had some cos plans, as they call them, for this year, but I am having a crisis. I'm gonna put on the fake nails now, the cheap fake nails, and we'll see how long they stay. Probably for like half a week at most. But I just don't know if I'm gonna go to any conventions this year. I just don't know. Oh, this one doesn't come with a nail file. Dude, some of my nails are too long. They're gonna stick out the sides. I'll have to stick the fake nails on and file down the sides of my real nails later because they're kind of square. Not that anybody asked. Huh, ass man. I like that. I cosplayed Mayuri, of course. Everybody saw that picture of our group Steins Gate cosplay. I also cosplayed Rose and Dave from Homestuck because it's just cosplaying as Rose is me phoning it in entirely, you know? And Dave was fun too. Dave is very easy. I've had like a Dave shirt since I was like 17. I got a new one for the cosplay, of course, and I don't wear my Dave shirt enough. I should Saturday, since Saturday is Homestuck Day. It's 4/13. But there are a couple. Listen, Ferlman, I'll fight you. I feel like if we actually got into a fist fight, I would lose, but it would be entertaining for anybody observing, for sure. A couple of the cosplays I really wanted to do. All right, we need to get started here. So if anybody cares, I don't know why you would. You get a bunch of nails in this thing, and then this thing you got a bunch of other, just a pile of nails of, different sizes. One more than are there right now. And then you get this nail glue. Let me tell you, friends, if you've never used nail glue, oh cool, like anti-animal testing account just followed me on Instagram. Like a cool one, like reasonable anti-animal. Okay, anyway, that's fine. The banners that come down from other social media things are very distracting. I just hold up my hand, you flail. Hey, that's not fair, while you flail. This stuff, if you glue somebody to a wall with enough of this, they will die up there. Be very careful with this, because it is really strong. I dropped some of this on my pants once, on my jeans, and it gave me like a tiny chemical burn. Like it was blazing hot, and it like fused my jeans to my thigh, and then I had scars a little bit, and the jeans still have a like blobs. So some of the other, I'll just put that there and then I'll grab it so Roxy can't eat the crinkly paper later. Some of the cosplays I was gonna do, hold on. Okay, well, the whole sleeve came off. That's fine. This is really kind of frightening. I'm not very good at this. Okay, I got it. And now we twist the little thing off. Nobody cares. Nobody asked. I wanted to do Space Beth. I've talked to Spooky about this. I really, really wanted to do Space Beth. I think I talked to Froman about this too, maybe. I think I could pull off a really good Space Beth. My hair's not as long as hers, but I think it would be super fun. I was trying to find like good trench coats, and I was gonna figure out how to make her like thing on her arm, you know, her like armor type stuff. I really wanted to do Space Beth. That would have been super fun. And I also really wanted to do Damara, the one Homestuck ancestor, the one who's like she wears a kimono and she's foul-mouthed and she smokes. Okay, I'll get that later. I really wanted to do Damara. I might someday. I think that would be super fun. I don't know why. I just like the idea of the kimono and her like ram horns. But it's just so much planning. I don't know. It's a lot of planning, and it's a significant amount of budgeting. Was there anybody else I really was thinking about doing? I could easily do like Mandy from Billy and Mandy. I've always loved her. That would be super fun. I would do kind of my own take on her. I don't know. Those are the main ones I was thinking about recently. And I would love to cosplay a Stormhawks character someday. I was thinking about Cyclonus, but I don't know. If I'm not going to go to any conventions this year, I'm not going to do any cosplay, you know? Maybe someday I'll do it. I'll get into it again. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the lady who put Gorilla Glue in her hair. That was crazy. I would disappear in the trench coat, never to be seen again. I loved Billy and Mandy. I liked it a lot. I loved Mandy. Mandy was my hero. Mandy was everything I wished I could be. She was how I am inside, but she was that way to people. Niska, I've totally forgot. I did cosplay Gaz. Last year, Spooky and I were Gaz and Gur, but we were sort of like, it was cool. We did like a sort of like emo scene kid nostalgia type take on them. And I would love to do Gaz again. Gaz is also my hero. Gaz and Mandy are like, I idolized them. I wished I could be more like them in my day-to-day life, you know? I love Zim so much. Oh my gosh. It's so charming and awful. It's just the perfect combination of things. It's amazing. Okay, we're gonna start putting on the nails. Roxy has taken notice of the nails, so we're gonna see if she tries to abscond with the nails, which would not be surprising, but would be frustrating nonetheless. Here's Roxy's here, as you can see. What is that? Don't take that. Whatever that was, don't take it. Miss? Honey, give me that. Is that the cap for the glue? Yeah, you can't have that. Sorry, it probably has glue on it, and I just need it for the glue. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Don't look at me like that. You have a billion toys. It's fine. Let me see. Kefki, hi. Hi. Welcome. I'm going to be here for a little bit yet, hanging out. Hello, Dump Bench Hours. Yeah, I really liked the stuff that came out in the early 2000s. I liked it a lot. I liked how cerebral a lot of it was. Like, when Ed, Edd n Eddy first came out, I wasn't sure how I felt about it, because it's a hamster. I'm very particular about aesthetics. I'm very particular about art styles. There are a lot of, like, Disney Channel shows that I wouldn't watch because they were so ugly. And I hate when character designs are, like, intentionally stupid. I was always funny as a kid about being... Okay, none of this is working well. The nail fell off. The cat did a drive-by and zoomed by. Is there cat hair on the nail? Gotta apply a little more glue to the nail. Try again. Get out of here, Fluffy. This is an absolute nightmare. Okay, it floated away. Sorry, I was being attacked by a fuzzy. So with Ed, Edd n Eddy, I was like, not sure how I felt about it because it's so hideous. It's so utterly intentionally hideous. But I think I started watching it maybe a year and a half after it came out. And when I realized how charming the dialogue was, I fell in love immediately. Like, it's a perfect combination of just moronic and irreverent and cerebral. It's just, it's so good. It's so good. Every character is so distinct and well, fleshed out on Ed, Edd n Eddy. They're so distinct, probably is more what I was getting at, that, like, every single character's personality is like a different take on children's television, you know? Like, normally you would get a show where everybody talks like Ed or everybody talks like Double D or something. And just the variety of characters and how much they complemented one another was amazing. Danny Antonucci is such a gift to mankind, and I'm so grateful that he decided to make a cartoon because it's so good. I quote Ed, Edd n Eddy constantly. Oh my gosh. It's just so funny. It's so smart. I just liked stuff that was smart, that anything that, like, can you please stop? Roxy's trying to take my fake nails, of course. Anything that didn't make me feel condescended to as a child, I really appreciated. You're Your dad was heavily against you watching Ed, Edd n Eddy. That's understandable. I've still never watched Gargoyles. Everybody's tried to get me to, and I know I would love it, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Hi, baby girl. Don't eat my fake nails. Thank you. Please. Okay. I'll hold Roxy up again for you guys to see here in a minute. Hello, rat. Welcome. No, you can't have the glue. Absolutely not. That's not good for you. You have Long John... I can't do this. Long John Silver's chicken planks and crunchy bits of batter. Oh, I am envious, rat. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I really liked Billy and Mandy. I didn't watch Billy and Mandy. It's got hair in it, of course. Till I was a little older. Like, the age that all the other kids watched it at, like, made me uncomfortable, you know? Which is, if we want to, like, talk about, like, a constant, like, Twitter, internet, Tumblr type argument people have, part of the reason I don't have much patience for kids who, like, put themselves into adult spaces or will expose themselves to media that's for, like, older teens or adults or whatever, and then they scream and cry when it makes them uncomfortable, is because, like, when I was a child, there was stuff that made me uncomfortable. It didn't feel like it was for me, so I just wouldn't watch it or read it, you know? And then I would revisit it when I was older if I felt like I could like this. And it's sad, too, when people who are, like, too young... Got my Coke nails on. Let's go! Look, Roxy. I can't pick my nose anymore or I'll lobotomize myself. Times are tough. She didn't say anything. She doesn't care. I get sad when people watch stuff when they're too young to watch it, because it's like, then you're missing a lot of what makes these shows so witty and absurd, you know? I loved rewatching the Powerpuff Girls every couple years when I got older. I have all of it on DVD, and I would rewatch it every, like, 5 years. And every time I rewatched it through being a teenager and into adulthood, I, like, loved it and had a totally different relationship with it. Because that was back, like, the sort of Craig McCracken golden age. And how do you say his name? Gendy Tartakovsky. Back in their golden age of being allowed to do what they wanted to do with shows, they made shows so the 18-year-old babysitter or the adult in the room could also appreciate the show, genuinely. And that's weird, too. Because I can talk, I swear. Some of the stuff, when you go back and watch it as an adult and you realize how adult some of the things are that, like, there's no way you could have caught as a kid, you're like, oh, you know? Like, I get why my mom loved some of those shows, too. My mom was obsessed with Dexter's Lab. She loves Teen Titans. She loves Samurai Jack. She liked Foster's a lot. She liked Shaolin Showdown a lot. My mom is just cool. My mom is where I got my, like, hyperfixations on things. But, like, she loved a lot of those shows, but I wouldn't understand why they kind of, like, also seemed to freak her out sometimes when I was a kid. And it was because of things like the Valentine's Day episode. This isn't monetized anyway, so who cares? The, like, Valentine's Day episode of the Powerpuff Girls, where the episode starts out with the narrator saying that love is in the air, and that's, like, the theme of the whole episode. And then at the end of the episode, it ends with Mojo Jojo being thrown in jail, and he's in a jail cell with a really scary big guy who, like, is standing behind him, also holding onto the bars of the cell, and he's smiling at him in a really creepy way. And Mojo Jojo notices him, and the narrator says, "Looks like love really is in the air." So that's one of those things that I rewatched as an adult, and I, like, fell off the couch laughing. I was not prepared, you know? But it's, I also understand if your child is, like, 11 and there are prison rape jokes in their children's cartoons, I can see being a little taken aback, you know? Oh, God. Powerpuff Girls was great, too. It was so good. I was obsessed with that too. What else is going on? Let me see. Hello, the Bear in Exile. Welcome. Well, yes, here I am. And I'll try to stream again this weekend, but no guarantees. I think maybe Phil McCracken and Craig McCracken, are they like brothers, perhaps? I'm not sure. Animaniacs. I didn't watch. Are these the same size nail? I can't tell. Oh my gosh, I hate my life. Life is so hard. Is this the same size nail or a size up? I can't tell. That's part of what's infuriating about these stupid things. This might be a size up. We'll try this one. I feel like Animaniacs was the slightest bit like before I was really watching anything on TV that I paid attention to. You know? Yeah, your autism, that's what it is, your autism. Well, if you say so, Froman. I'm not formally diagnosed, so I'm not going to say for sure that that's what's wrong with me. Everybody can read between the lines, but I am not formally diagnosed. I think these are the same size. Oh, I can't tell. This is infuriating. Are these are these the same size of nail? I want them to be identical. Uniform, normal, symmetrical. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's try these. Fuzzy girl, you gotta come up here and hang out. Yeah, you gotta come see everybody. My Fluffo. Come here. Okay. Well, she did lovey blinks, but she's not coming up. That's fine, I guess. Thanks, Niska. I appreciate you trying to help. Have you seen Duckman? It's an obscure adult cartoon. I have not, but I think I've seen people post about it on Twitter. I refuse to believe that anybody calls it X. Sorry, Elon, but it's Twitter. It's still Twitter. Yeah. Oh, we might be having an appearance from the creature. Let's see. This is, I don't think these are the same nail. Actually, it's fine. It's close enough. Is it? This is infuriating. I can't tell. No, I think that one's bigger. I'll put that one on my middle finger instead. This is difficult. Now there's glue everywhere. I'm sticking to myself. Oh. So, yeah. Film a crack. Oh, hey. Oh, I'm breathing in. Nail glue. Sorry, everyone. Stop. You can't have the glue tube, idiot. That's not good for you.
That's not good for you. You can't have that.
Welcome. Welcome. Oh my Kraken, that's so funny. A Mort stream, yeah. Yet again. I'll try to be back around again in the Jason Alexander, George Costanza, plays a jaded duck who says a lot about society. It was genuinely ahead of its time. Interesting. Very interesting. Hi, Lance. Welcome. Morty stream, hope you're doing all right. I'm not doing too bad, actually. I'm doing all right. I'm as the title says, I'm very sad and alone. My boyfriend is out taking classes that they have to take in his field, and it's annoying, and I'm very sad, but I'll make do. Roxy and I are hanging in there, despite having to figure out how to entertain ourselves. Yes? She's sitting on a bookshelf. She's peering at me. It's very cute. Now she's yawning. The Tick. Okay, I remember The Tick, I think. Right? Yes? Yes, like The Tick almost, but from an antagonist's view. I see. What else? Being able to maintain multiple streams of thought in parallel while being aware of everything happening around one at the same time and being able to handle... That's autism. That's fair. Don't. Stop it. Come here. Come here. She hates when I pick her up. Come here. Don't... Did you hear her? She's crying. She's grumping. Little girl, nobody's here for me. They're here for you. Look, honey, come see everybody. I like how warped my face looks when it's like off the edge of the screen. Ow, it looks like a fisheye lens. Okay, she ran. She's mad. She's doing airplane ears. I know. I'll figure out which one matches the ring fingernail. We'll get there. I promise. She'll be back. She's eating one of the paper stars. So that's that. I feel like you can tell. Yeah, I'm talking about you. She's glaring at me. I feel like you can definitely tell that she has missing teeth when you look at her. Dear Lord, I'm sorry. Do any of you guys follow me on Twitter? I've cat hair in my mouth again, gross. I know some of you do, but they pulled 12 of her teeth. She's like, I'm trying to see if these are the same size. Let me see. They had to pull, is that one this size? Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. They had to pull 12 of her teeth because they were rotting, and she had recurrent. We were just treating her issues from most severe to least, you know. So her teeth weren't even like the first thing. The first thing was just a ton of antibiotics and dewormer, you know. And we had to get through that before we could even get to even thinking about like vaccinating her or anything like that. But she had horrible sinus and ear infections. Like, she sounded like she was drowning. It was awful. And they just wouldn't go away. And like, I'd given her so many antibiotics, and the vets I go to are incredibly competent. It was not error on their end that caused her to still be having them. But finally, they got to the point where they were able to do the dental work because they could tell some of her teeth were bad. Like, her upper canines were like, you could see through them. They were like blackish inside, and like that's how rotted they were. And they thought, yeah.
Yeah. You remember that? You don't remember that? Okay.
She doesn't care at all. They spayed her and pulled all her teeth at the same time. And she also had a polyp in her ear. It's not super common, but cats can get polyps in their ear. Their ear canal does kind of like an L-shaped thing, and they can get a little polyp down there at the juncture. Is that the right word? And they took the polyp out. They shaved it down, but they truly thought that her teeth were so rotted that was what was causing the continuous respiratory and ear infections, like the rotting of her teeth and her skull. It was crazy. I spent so much money on that stupid little fuzzy thing. And it's just, animals are amazing too, because the amount of pain she must have been in is incomprehensible, and she was still like, every little thing that we did to treat her, she was a little bit more happy and sassy and playful, and it was like she was in the amount of pain that like you or I would struggle to be even minimally functional through, and she was so happy. Cats are amazing in particular. And I just got glue on my index finger here, so that's great. Okay, are these identical? Yes. All right, go and put my middle fingernail on. Okay, I don't know my own strength. Let's try again, gently. And actually pay attention to where I'm applying the pressure here. I do like fake nails. Every once in a while, I just get the urge to like do just the fake nails. I do not like, I will say, I do not like some of the cute nails that you'll see on Instagram and Facebook if you're a femoid like myself and you get femoid sort of targeted ads, because there are these cute little nails that are like more rounded. They're not like the coffin nails like this shape. But the ones that don't look like crazy long like this are not long enough for my nails. Like, my nail is longer, especially my index and pinky finger nails are longer than the entirety of those fake nails. So, you know. Let's see. I got to catch up here. I apologize. But yeah, my little girl, she's the happiest little thing. She's so funny. She'll play with me when I visit her down here, because I visit her. I have to come hang out with her intentionally since she can't be with the rest of the creatures. And she'll play like crazy for like an hour, and then she's just over me. She's completely over me, and it's like a grumpy little kid or something. She'll like sashay off and just do her own thing, and she'll very like conspicuously ignore me when she's over me. It's really funny. Right, baby? Pretty girl. I'm really behind here. Ugh, I hate having cat hair stuck on my lips. Let me see. Okay, now I'm back to where you guys were. That's very wise, Niska, honestly. Not participating in stupid social media. Good for you, the bear in exile. It's just miserable. It's just miserable. Social media is not a requirement, you know? Once it starts causing you, sorry about that, more stress than it does enjoyment, stop using it, you know? Like it's not a necessity. It's not, you know. What job requires you to like be Facebook friends with your coworkers? There are other ways to network with them and stay in communication with the people you need to. So, yeah, people need to remember that. There are ways to keep in touch with people other than that stuff. As soon as it stops being fun, you know, toss it, cut back, find other things to do that actually are enjoyable. Lance says, my cat had that. It was terrifying. Yeah. Yeah, she is missing a bunch of teeth, but she's doing really well. Like, she still eats crunchy food. It's funny. Like, she gets mostly canned food, but I'll give her little crunchies too. And she does enjoy eating them. You know, if she didn't or she couldn't, I wouldn't give them to her, but she's funny. She likes it. She has her two bottom canines, so they look like orc tusks, and then she has some teeth in the back. And she will gnaw on your hand. She'll remind you that she does have some teeth when she chews on your fingers. Oh my god, somebody tried to dox you and a classmate because they lost an argument about physics. Yeah, that'll do it. Those aren't coffin nails. If they were, you could smoke them. A coffin nail is a cigarette. Dude, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. I'm gonna stick this one on here. This is going quite well. I don't know what she's doing. She disappeared, so now I am concerned about what she is up to. It's old slang. I see. I'll have to ask my boyfriend if he's ever heard of cigarettes referred to as coffin nails. I would think I would think he would. Yeah. You get older officially tomorrow. That's right. What if just like 50 different people you've only encountered in passing on the internet, like, were in your bedroom when you opened your eyes tomorrow morning in your bed, and we all like, I'm the ringleader, of course. We like blew the little horns and the fwee, like the proboscis things, and we like shook the noisemaker things and like screamed, "Sorry, Froman. Look, I'm sorry. I spoiled the surprise." At least one kazoo, yes, is imperative. I think that would be funny. Do you think that would be funny, Rat? Oh, that would be frightening. How long have I been on here? An hour and 5 minutes? Okay. You're gonna wear the dress. Please don't do that. That's not necessary. Okay. Once I get these on, I could try and do some more little origami stars. That would be funny because it's gonna go bad and I'm gonna cry. Yeah, thank you, Niska. Thumbs up, everybody. Can we get to 10 likes? Can we get to 420 likes? If we don't, I will cry myself to sleep tonight. If you really liked me, if you were real friends, if you were decent, God-fearing people, you would like my stream. Am I going about this right? Am I doing the grifting right? Oh, I am not. I'm not a scholar at crowd engagement. I will now dislike it. That's the spirit, Froman. That's the spirit. I used to get so mad when I would watch a random video. These are not the same size nail. I'm actually going to off myself. Actually, I'm not. I'm fine. I promise. Oh, I'm so distraught that those aren't the right nail. Okay, now my thumbnails are big old things compared to the other ones, so we'll have to try to find one that fits here. It's really hard to get them out of the pack. Oh. Engagement is engagement. That's right. That's the spirit. That's the spirit, Froman. Hello, Cynic. Welcome. I'm going to do this nail next. Also, hi, Kaishal. How are you? I have a hangnail, and I'm not going to be able to get it once I get these stupid things on. So I kind of think these stupid fake nails are a good thing because I can't scratch my face and like tear at my pimples. I can't scratch myself to like have actual scratches on me when I get itchy. So I have to be more gentle. It's like if you put those little caps on like a cat's claws so they don't destroy your furniture. Right, Roxy? You are delicious. You are so cute. You are so cute. She's grooming. Hold on, little miss. I'm going to pick you up and stuff you in front of the camera here. Just a little fair warning, miss. She's not saying much. 50 people surrounding my bed when I woke up. Not the weirdest thing I woke up to, honestly. I'm sorry, Rat. And your cat could be curled up on top of the birthday person as we yelled, surprise! Aw, I like that. Would you like to do that, Roxy? We could do that. I think logistically it's possible. We'll make it work. Yeah, what I was going to say was I used to get so mad when I would watch some random video that would get suggested to me and they would just start the beginning of their little opening paragraph monologue and then they'd go, but before we get started, only 18% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed, so go ahead and hit that sub, and then I would click off. I would dislike and then click off the video. I don't like being told what to do. I don't. I think that's a really enlightening metric for YouTubers for sure, but I don't want to hear about it. I don't. It's the same reason that when I made my scripted pre-recorded videos more, I abhorred saying like, comment, and subscribe, guys, because people supposedly like calls to action. But I hate. Can you stop, honey? She's playing with this, which is a cute nail polish color, but we're gonna just hide it over here and hope she's not smart enough to know that's what I just did. I hated that. If people cared to like, comment, and subscribe, they would do so. You're not babies. I'm not a kindergarten teacher, you know? You guys can make your own decisions. I hate that. I hate being condescended to. That's just the core theme of my personality is I hate being condescended to. And I don't take it personally when people do stuff like that with their videos because I understand that's just kind of what you got to do. These aren't the same. Where did my other thumbnail go, dude? What the hell? Okay, we're having a crisis now. Now we're having a problem. Okay, are these the same? Oh, there they went. All right, we're gonna just pick random ones up off the couch and see. Is this one the same? No. Nope, into the pile it goes. Is this one the same as the thumbnail? No. Into the pile it likewise goes. Hello, Roxy. Is this one the same size? No! There they went. Again, Roxy knocked the rest of them on the floor. Thanks, ma'am. Yeah, like sorry, as I was saying, I don't take it personally when people do that because people have got to do, you got to do what you got to do, you know, especially if, ow, woo, claws. If people are trying to make a living out of it, I completely understand doing what studies have shown, what the statistics have shown to be, what, you know, successful, effective is the word I was thinking of. But I personally, I don't like condescending to people. You know, I don't like groveling. I don't like begging for engagement or approval. And I know, like, not everybody takes it as personally as me. Like, you guys don't see it as condescending necessarily, but I don't know. Another reason I probably am almost definitely diagnosably autistic. I am idealistic to a fault over things that really don't matter. And now I gotta hold my thumbnail on so I can't scroll back and look at what you guys are doing. One moment, please. I hate talking about stuff like that because people assume that, like, if you feel that strongly about something, that you're looking down on them if they do it differently. And so then I always feel like I should give the caveat that I don't look down on anybody else who says like, comment, and subscribe. You know, I don't think everybody has to do everything exactly the way I do it. I just personally don't do certain things because they bug me, and that resolves the issue. You know, everybody is different. Everybody has different approaches to things. Every noise you hear is Roxy just interfering and messing with things that are not her dozens of toys. So, you know, do these look all right? They look uniformy-ish in nature. This one is freaking ridiculous. These are not the same. Maybe I can try and pop this one off and find one that matches the other one because it looks real. That one looks a little silly. It looks a mite silly, I think. Oh, when I talk, I get like goo in my nose. I don't know why, because I can't function. Living is just a lot for me, you know? Let's see. Snakes, snakes, snakes. Luna is beautiful. I like Luna. Let me see what else has been said. What do you want, Mort? I'm telling you to do that. Mort a rebel to the end. I guess. I've always been like that. Since I was little, I'd get in trouble at school because I was just... Things infuriated me. I don't know. Being condescended to infuriates me. Let's see. What else has been said? Oh, that's really interesting, Niska, what you said about snakes being deaf and stuff. How cool. And I'm sorry I missed you saying goodbye. Goodbye, Niska. I will talk to you soon. Why gray nails, said Rat. Well, so I have these gray nails that I've had for ages. I picked them up at a drug mart or something on a whim. I am going to try and take off this big one if I can find one that matches the other pointy fingernail. That's what it's called, the pointy fingernail. But I was thinking for maybe one of the Homestuck cosplays I was planning to do at an anime convention this year that I'm probably not going to go to now because I'm just not feeling it. A lot of people, if they're the Alternians, you know, the gray people, they'll do the gray face paint. They'll do it on their face and their neck, but they don't do it on their arms because it's such a nightmare trying to, like, seal the paint. Excuse me. And, sometimes, yeah, people just won't do it on their arms. And so I was thinking maybe I would try to find, like, gloves that were, like, a really light see-through-y gray, almost like pantyhose or something, and then do the gray nails, like, to really make everything look gray. But I didn't do that. I have some other fake nails of the same brand, the Kiss ones. Gel Fantasy Collection. Ready to wear gel. Mega adhesive tabs and glue included. Bro, there were no tabs included. I feel like half of the kit wasn't included here because these always have little nail files with them and stuff, and this didn't. But I don't know. I was thinking also that Saturday, yes, miss, one moment, please. Saturday is 4/13, which is Homestuck Day. That is not the right nail. That is huge. Because Homestuck started on April 15th. Right? So I thought, because the trolls are gray, I would wear the silly gray nails. That was the entirety of my logic here. All right, is this the same as this? No, that one's too big too. This is frustrating. I can't find a good match for this one. Let me see what else. Do they come as gray? They do come as gray. They do indeed. Yeah, I get these every once in a while. They're fun to put on. Then I feel like fancy when I'm typing and trying to use my phone and trying to pick my nose without putting myself in mortal peril by poking a hole through to my brain and stuff. You know, all the good stuff. Being condescended to is no fun. Yeah, I agree. I've always really struggled with that. It used to make me really angry when I was little, and teachers would treat you like an idiot. I didn't say a lot, and when adults treat you like idiots too, it really bothers me. It makes me really happy when I see adults talk to their kids like little people, you know? If your kid's like, Daddy, why does this happen? Instead of being like, well, I don't know, honey, because the magical leprechaun man makes it that way, you know? Like, just talk. Children aren't idiots. They're just kids, you know? I don't know. It always makes me happy when people actually talk to their children like they don't want them to be human vegetables when they grow up, you know? Okay, I think these match. I can't tell. I'm going to try and pry off the big chunky nail and put that one on. I think those are the same nail. We just had another drive-by by Roxy. She zoomed by. Yes. There are a few things that make me irrationally and violently angry. See, as you can see, I'm already picking my nose with much more finesse than I normally would because I don't want to stab myself to death. There are a few things that make me irrationally and violently angry, and those are being condescended to or being falsely accused. It's an actual problem. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I concur. I hated the IDK, can you go to the bathroom? I had, hell yeah. Woo! I got it off easily. Sorry. Sorry to your ears, everyone. I had one teacher in high school who would do that. He'd be like, I don't know, can you go to the bathroom? Honey, that's loud. This is also new nail polish, and it was like $7. Can you play with anything else in the room? You have so many toys all around you. You are surrounded by little springs and little plushies and little mousies. That's okay. It's fine. She lives to antagonize, and I can respect that, really. But this one professor who would always do that, he was a great teacher. He retired recently, I think. He was an old fella. It was like 2 days before the end of high school. I don't think that's the same nail. Shit, fuck. I'll find it. I'll find a match. Yeah, like 2 days before the end of high school, I did that on purpose. I asked if I could go to the bathroom, and he said, I don't know. Can you go to the bathroom? And I looked him in the eye and I said, I'm not sure yet. Do I have your permission to try? And everybody was like, because I never mouthed off ever. And the teacher was like, go. And it was really funny. I was very proud of myself.
Funny girl, you're in the way.
That was my that was I was really proud of myself too. That was like, okay, it's done. She took the nail polish that she wanted to play with. I was like in fight or flight mode doing something that disrespectful. I cannot find the match to this nail, and also I think she no, my glue tube is still here. Okay, that's good because she can't have that. She can't play with that. My friend Kaylee celebrates April 13th as a second birthday because that was the day her transplant was, and oh my gosh. I don't know if I ever knew that she had a transplant, Rat. That's incredible. Trying to remember when I was here last. I escaped Chicago. Thank God you escaped Chicago. Good for you. 3 people were killed on my block. Within 1 block of my building in the last 2 days before I moved. Good Lord. I heard somebody compare the place to a version of Gotham City in which the Joker is real, but there's no Batman. That's horrifying, dude. Oh my gosh. I'm really glad you got out of there. Yeah, was it cynic? You said that like your other thing that really bothers you is when people falsely accuse you of stuff. Yeah, I just got a very angry text from my boyfriend that his class is taking the 2 full hours. That sucks. So, but I'll be able to be on for a little longer then because I wanted to go hang out with him when he got home. Roxy does keep scampering across my lap. Yes, it's not helpful at all. She takes great pride in doing that. Where is the match to this nail? There's at least one here. I know there is. Why are you... Now she's playing with a brush. That's just what this little cat does. That's fine. Asking her why is an exercise in futility. But yeah, I've been, that's definitely one of my least favorite things. I know nobody likes to be falsely accused of something, but I think, can you get your foot out of the... Ow. Okay. My bad. Sorry. Some people can handle it more gracefully than others. I cannot handle it gracefully. I get really freaked out if people say that I did something that I didn't, or they tell me that I think something that I don't. Yeah, I've been, how do I say this? I've been around people in the past who I no longer have to deal with who have done that to me. And in my situation, it had a lot to do with people who were deeply insecure. I think this is the same nail. Is it? Yeah, this is the same nail now. We're going with this one. People who were deeply insecure and very jealous and took it out on me instead of working on their issues. And would accuse me of things that were absolutely asinine, and just dumbfoundingly illogical and hurtful. And that was something that I had to deal with for quite a while before I finally had enough of it. But I don't know what to do when people tell you that you did something that you didn't do, or say that you are doing or thinking something that you don't do, or that you like believe something that you don't. These are going to be the same nail now. I can't tell if they are or not. But yeah, it's like my brain floats out of my body. Like, okay, you're in my face telling me that reality isn't what it is. I don't know how to handle it. I don't handle it. I used to tolerate it before I grew a spine. And now I don't anymore, you know? And when I say it's a problem, I mean that I fractured. That I understand. If there was a pet peeve to be had by someone, I think that's one of the more understandable ones to really be bothered by, for sure. Has it been a couple minutes yet? Asks the VGC. What are you asking? Did I say I was going to leave in a couple minutes? The scampering of Chat-Mort with special guest Roxy. I've been living since the 1910s and rejected Hitler from art college. I didn't. His paintings are not bad. They're actually really pretty, okay? I know people who are in art school today who are like a tenth as good at painting as that fellow was, you know? I don't know why he got rejected. I don't know if it was some incredibly anti-Semitic, like clairvoyant who could see into the future and liked where things were going. Like, I don't know. But his paintings were not bad. They were not bad at all. So I don't know what the deal is there. So I'm gonna have to go, but I'll probably be back. I'm sorry to do this so abruptly, but I'm getting a call. It could be important. So I will talk to you all shortly. Bye for now. Are you sure you want to end streaming? Yes.